At it.
Max is in the ruck. That's interesting.
Is it Quinlan there?
Oh,
It's not.
absolutely. Good call, no?
Lucas Here we
Holmes.
go. David passes with the football. Up we go here at Pasterfield Sporting Complex. Give that one to Quinlan. In there is Knight. The ball's been hacked clear. O'Brien, scrubby kick to the outer side. Mark there. Put down, there's Watling. Watling does a dipsy doodle. Could get a high contact call and does. Against O'Malley to O'Donnell. O'Donnell, another left footer, goes long to the outer side.
Oh!
On the back.
Surely that was
O'Malley.
unreasonable.
Sorry, Watling. Watling goes in board. It's a crash ball here. O'Brien's in front, doesn't get there. Baker overshot up centre wing with 2.25 minutes gone in this first quarter, David.
Thank you, Lucas. Great start there, mate. As noted by Lucas Holmes, Max Quinlan onto the ball. That's an interesting Quinlan and Keys. Over the shoulder given against Quinlan to Keys. To our mate, as Lucas said, our mate Andrew Walker is a good friend of ours at Bar TV. Good bloke too, Andrew Walker. Real good fella despite being a left footer. Start there, mate. As noted by Lucas Holmes, Max Quinlan onto the ball. That's an interesting Quinlan and Keys. Over the shoulder given against Quinlan to Keys. To our mate, as Lucas said, our mate Andrew Walker is a good friend of ours at Bar TV. Good bloke too, Andrew Walker. Real good fella despite being a left footer. Mark taken by Marcus Delure. And Keys. Over the shoulder given against Quinlan to Keys. To our mate, as Lucas said, our mate Andrew Walker is a good friend of ours at Bar TV. Good bloke too, Andrew Walker. Real good fella despite being a left footer. Mark taken by Marcus Delure. And if you're watching Jack the Beast, how are you, big boy? Ryan in front. Couldn't quite grab it. Oh, and free kick paid. Sorry, ball up centre of the ground. Lucas Holmes.
Thank you, David. Keys. Quinlan's there as well. Body to body, need to keep that meter till the ball's in the air. They do. Battle. Quinlan could have got one for over the shoulder. He doesn't. Baker goes on his with a barrel on his non-preferred right. Trying to trap it there was Blanchfield. In and under, crash ball there. Who's there for Cardiff? They're at the back. Picks it up. Is
noticeable enough. Now, I reckon it's a 2 or 3 goal breeze, Louis, personally. Now, is that Sam O'Brien with the football? Thank you. Quinlan, Keys. Keys just with the right hand. Gets the ball back. Another chance for Keys. Dumps it forward. Ball holds up in the air with his breeze. Coming back there was Rawnsley. Smothered. Mark Hughes is in there. Newcastle City. They must kick goals down this breeze. It is noticeable enough. Now, I reckon it's a 2 or 3 goal breeze, Louis, personally. Now, is that Sam O'Brien with the football? Thank you. Quinlan, Keys. Keys just with the right hand. Gets the ball back. Another chance for Keys. Dumps it forward. Ball holds up in the air with his breeze. Coming back there was Rawnsley. Smothered. Mark Hughes is in there. Baker's in there. That looks like Marcus Badula playing crash ball was. Patrick Delaney's in there in 11. Ex-Wagga Tiger. Oh, lovely work. Really. Now, is that Sam O'Brien with the football? Thank you. Quinlan, Keys. Keys just with the right hand. Gets the ball back. Another chance for Keys. Dumps it forward. Ball holds up in the air with his breeze. Coming back there was Rawnsley. Smothered. Mark Hughes is in there. Baker's in there. That looks like Marcus Badula playing. Mark Hughes is in there. Baker's in there. That looks like Marcus Badula playing crash ball was. Patrick Delaney's in there in 11. Ex-Wagga Tiger. Oh, lovely work. Really good footwork there. Are you comfortable with that there? You can see. You're all right?
Yep,
okay,
fairly up tempo already. It would be Simon McCauley with the throw-in on this outer side. Keys and Kelleher this time. Kelleher left-sided. Keys, however, gets it with a backhander. Fires up for Mortis. Keys gets driven in the ground by Mitchell Knight fairly. Delure's there on the outer side. And the ball's out of bounds there. Almost directly from where Ace. We'll have the same again. Kelleher and Keys. 2 young guns. In with the ball comes umpire McCauley. Keys has front position. Can Kelleher get round? Gets a double hander. Gets scrapped out of there by Cardiff. Ball gets moved forward. Probably 25 or 30 metres. Tomlinson playing in front of the ball there. Seeing the ball out of bounds. Last week he had a few passages there on the half-forward flank.
Well, you pointed out during the rep game that he was actually left as a loose man, and that's dangerous. You cannot let Tomlinson do that. And I bet you South, if he plays next year, they'll pick that up.
Quinlan back into the ruck. Tries to knock it down to O'Malley. Haswell almost fumbles it out at the bottom there. Keys gets a handball out, sharp one. Gets pushed in the back there, not paid, play on. Out of side.
Whistle.
Is that a whistle?
And that's dangerous. You cannot let Tomlinson do that. And I bet you South, if he plays next year, they'll pick that up.
Quinlan back into the ruck. Tries to knock it down to O'Malley. Haswell almost fumbles it out at the bottom there. Keys gets a handball out, sharp one. Gets pushed in the back there, not paid, play on.
Cannot let Tomlinson do that. And I bet you South, if he plays next year, they'll pick that up.
Quinlan back into the ruck. Tries to knock it down to O'Malley. Haswell almost fumbles it out at the bottom there. Keys gets a handball out, sharp one. Gets pushed in the back there, not paid, play on. Out of side.
Whistle.
Is that a whistle in the background? There was that for the 8.5 minutes gone in this first quarter?
Thank you, Lucas. Ball up right in front of the Cardiff tent. Arizona Cross not a happy chappy after the game, Lucas. She's in all sorts of trouble with that knee. Let's hope she's okay. Gret's dragged out of it. The Rat, Simon O'Brien, in and under. He does so brilliantly. Ball out of bounds right at the tent. Marcus DeLauro on the bench at the moment. That's a luxury. Along there with Bo, I think, in 24.
Yep.
And also Xander Cross, brother of Arizona Cross.
Correct. It was interesting to see Bryce Gret start on the bench early as well, David, so he's only just gone out there.
Ducks and Drakes, that is. Baker goes wide to attacking side, and that's almost 50 metres. Now Connor Haswell is going to be kicking. This is the attack post. Lucas, that was oh, goodness me. That was superb.
It sure was, David. Durbridge had no hesitation taking off immediately and hitting Cam Keith's lace out. Give that one to Kelleher again. O'Brien's there, gets the ball out the back. O'Brien sweeps around on his right side. Who's that on the far side? That's Hawthorn. Hawthorn gets a right-handed handball. Hawthorn goes along the line to in front of umpire's coach there, Christine Burrows on the far side.
Got herself a nice little spotter right in the middle.
In the sun?
Yes. I don't like it with the sun in my face. I wouldn't be sitting there. I'd have shade. I've just been too many years of cricket, Louis, and I love my shade. Ball comes out here, straight down that outer flank, and it's going to stay in front of Watling, who's being harassed by Davies, the late in for Jack Pratt, and that's why he missed rep footy. So, obviously couldn't come up to scratch. They miss him. Even in these early doors, Newcastle City to me look comfortable, but remember they are kicking with the breeze. Keys, Kelleher in front, Delaney off the ground, Lux of Fortune kicks some of that to Isaac Hughes. He's got the ball right on centre wing. Dumps the ball forward. Long kick. Breeze. And they're 16 points down. Away we go. Keys, this impressive young fella, gets a hard football in the ruck. Dragged out of it, I reckon. Free kick, Cardiff. Just back to the left of the screen. There we are. Very clever to Watling, and they've cleared the lines now. Just a precision machine at the moment. Newcastle City, gee, they look good. Haswell. Keist in front, very hard to stop. Well done by O'Donnell. That was Edwards, I reckon. Yeah, he's a good young player, Edwards. Not real fashionable, does a good job. Hawthorn in 50. Very clever to Watling, and they've cleared the lines now. Just a precision machine at the moment. Newcastle City, gee, they look good. Haswell. Keist in front, very hard to stop. Well done by O'Donnell. That was Edwards, I reckon. Yeah, he's a good young player, Edwards. Not real fashionable, does a good job. Hawthorn in 50. Very clever to Watling, and they've cleared the lines now. Just a precision machine at the moment. Newcastle City, gee, they look good. Haswell. Keist in front, very hard to stop. Well done by O'Donnell. That was Edwards, I reckon. Yeah,
he's playing a defender, so get some of that backing in Edwards. He's out of sight here. Keys and Quinlan. Keys gets front position and therefore gets a tap. Spins, does Dwyer. Gets the ball out. In fact, that was Dwyer, beg my pardon. That was Dwyer. Goes long down the line to Blanchfield. Blanchfield goes along one wider to Haswell. They're attacking into Newcastle City after 2 minutes in this second quarter, David.
Thank you. Quinlan and Keys. Quinlan, double-hander. Blanchfield. In and under, very hard mark. No, that's Keys, and that's Robson on the left. First saw him in the plate earlier this year. Thought he was impressive, and he's handling this. First saw him in the plate earlier this year. Thought he was impressive, and he's handling that step up in class quite well, Lucas.
Is that Anzac Day fixture here? All 3 grades against Warners Bay from memory, David. The day that in question.
Big crowd, massive crowd that day. Isaac King in there in 11. Thumped out of there by Isaac Hughes. That's gone 65. That's gone 75. Kelowna up by 21 over the Chooks. Nelson Bay and Wyong, 1 point the difference in front of Wyong. Maitland going well in the first quarter, 3 points down to Warners Bay. Terrigal up by 14 over Gosford at Hilton Moore Oval. That's the update.
Keys gets an inside tap to Delore. Delore gets a hat kick inside forward 50. Can they keep it in there? There's Robson, gets pulled down after disposal. Ryan comes flying in to try and put the inside tap to Delore. Delore gets a hat kick inside forward 50. Can they keep it in there? There's Robson, gets pulled down after disposal. Ryan comes flying in to try and put the Shepherd on. Hughes gets a handball out, back door. Clark goes long inside forward 50. They've got a 2-on-1 Newcastle City. They should work this out. However, Lennon kicks his feet. Lennon snaps around the corner.
Female Devitt He's behind us.
Yeah,
They ignore me. They just go to the great man.
No, that was Shuri Vukovic coming through and just reminding me of the result from last night, David. So, there's a whistle.
Down here by a boundary umpire, and it looks like the old traditional centre square infraction. And is. So that's on into the box, Lucas, not in the arc.
And Keys looks like he's there's a whistle.
Down here by a boundary umpire, and it looks like the old traditional centre square infraction. And is. So that's on into the box, Lucas, not in the arc. And
Keys looks like he's hobbling, favouring a knee. That's why he immediately handballed the ball off and's coming straight to the interchange bench by the looks of it, David. No.
Connor Haswell's superb, by the way. He's skill above his head. He's one of the best one grab marks in the competition, in my mind. He's actually capable of winning multiple league best and fairest, Connor Haswell's. Considering his age. That should be out. No, it stays in. Hughes tries to put a step on. Good tackle.
Ooh, that's...
The Mitchell Knight went through hard, and Mick Ryan's in there. There you go, Archie Bargy. It's good stuff. Keep going.
Goes the old firm in that contest.
Was indeed. No love lost. Third man in. Anthony Baker went third man in, and they've missed it. Gracious. That's interesting. There was no bounce. Away goes City. Whiteling. Trouble. They're digging just for
2 or 3 minutes. Crowd really in on this game, as you'd expect. 2 powerhouses, 2 traditional rivals of our league. Great to see.
Rivals for 51 years, Lucas.
Ball comes in. Keys gets the ball in, ball looking for O'Brien. Can't quite get there. Ball's hacked out. 1-on-1. Gets a handball out. There's Gretz. 2-on-1. Batten with the tackle mainly. That wasn't. Excuse me. There's Kelleher and Keys once again. Need to keep that made until the ball's in the air, gentlemen. That's what umpire Stanton's reinforcing. Gets a hand in, does Kelleher, or they'll lose it on his tap. Crawford's very good below his knees. Picks the ball up. Had 3 around him, swarmed. Tomlinson's alone on this ball. As he said, very loose. Keeping Tomlinson at the loose. Match for the women's game at halftime as well, David.
For mine, it's McDonald or Simpson.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, Holcomb played a good part, but those two were standouts in the end.
Zona was in
and
there's a whistle. This should be a free kick if it's against Cardiff. They've had their warning. Hugh Kelleher with a free kick. Sorry, Lou, you go. I'm sure that's so they're done. So they're now into the bonus. Away you go.
Exactly what it's for. Anthony Blake enough of this and gets a barrel to the centre of the ground. Gets a nice bounce as well. That's gone 60, 65 metres. Can Cardiff run on? They can. Job goes inside. Does a 360 pirouette. Gets a handball out. Almost too much in the end. Gets a hands swung around once. Durbridge is there to intercept the play. Delore steaming out of the stoppage. Goes for go. And City haven't had the most inside forward 50, but they're 6 goals straight, David. Yet to kick it behind or have one rushed. Almost at half time is a decent achievement. And then almost dragged out of the play there, not paid. O'Malley goes back with a left-hand handball. They will look for another one. They don't. That was Durbridge that time. Goes long and high to the outer side.
I think I better head to Centrelink on Monday and put in for a job as a commentator somewhere else. Our friends to the South Coast are after some coverage. I might have to head down there. You're doing a great job, big fella.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, Kelleher and Keys. Baker's got to stay out of it. Does. He should have been pinged for third man in earlier and wasn't. O'Malley tapped along by Sweetenham, who kicked 6, if I'm right, last week. He kicked 6.
Was that in the plate last
week?
No, it was in the cup. So the week before.
Yeah, it was in the cup in the last time. Warners Bay up by 14, Terrigal Local by 47, Nelson Bay by 3, Killarney Bar by 58.
And on that point, David, Hawthorn up by 23 and North Melbourne up by 2 straight kicks at Marvel.
That's at York Park in Launceston, the Hawthorn Port Adelaide.
It is, yes. And North Melbourne up by 2 straight kicks at Marvel.
That's at York Park in Launceston, the Hawthorn Port Adelaide.
It is, yes. At half time.
15 points and a half of football. You wonder if the weather's dicey down at Launceston. It was rain at the end of the week in Tasmania. So
Scott Lysette was a late out as well, key out as well.
That hurts.
And McAvoy actually, so 2 first choice ruckman not for either team not being present.
Down at Launceston. It was rain at the end of the week in Tasmania. So
Scott Lysette was a late out as well, key out as well.
That hurts.
And McAvoy actually, so 2 first choice ruckman not for either team not being present down there.
Well done, Kelleher. Gretz over the shoulder, I think, to Bryce Gretz. Played good footy last week, did Bryce Gretz. Oh, they're saying it's out on the floor off Ryan, beneath his knees, Lucas Holmes.
Yep.
I just saw the corner of that out of the corner of the screen. Well done, Kendall, thank you. Durbridge gets the ball. That's a great kick against the wind. Good Mark Keys. Yeah, I'm impressed with this bloke. If they've developed him, he's done well, and he looks fit and looks like he can run to me.
And they needed that ruckman as well, David. Yes,
beneath his knees, Lucas Holmes.
Yep.
I just saw the corner of that out of the corner of the screen. Well done, Kendall. Thank you. Durbridge gets the ball. That's a great kick against the wind. Good Mark Keys. Yeah, I'm impressed with this bloke. If they've developed him, he's done well, and he looks fit and looks like he can run to me.
And they needed that ruckman as well, David. Yes, he's still got Bo there, but you lose Andrew Walker and Tom Yanch in the off season as well. They needed another key tall to play to swap out and almost resting forward as well, while Bo's having a rest.
Of course, our mate Andrew Walker's working on Saturdays at the moment,
yes,
so that's why he can't play.
Yeah. Again,
if you ever get a chance to have a chat with Andrew Walker, gets the ball. That's a great kick against the wind. Good Mark Keys. Yeah, I'm impressed with this bloke. If they've developed him, he's done well, and he looks fit and looks like he can run to me.
And they needed that ruckman as well, David. Yes, he's still got Bo there, but you lose Andrew Walker and Tom Yanch in the off season as well. They needed another key tall to play to swap.
18 points of difference now, and you wonder if Cardiff are going to rue their profligate shooting this quarter. They've kicked 2 goals. But Newcastle City have kicked 3 against the Breeze. Kelleher, Keys wins that one clearly. O'Malley glides through traffic. Selkirk deliberately tried to make that short. Robson sweetened them yuckily not to give away 50. Delaney, no, there's...
Cardiff down by 18 points. And we're off. Ryan Stanton says it's go time. Throw this ball in the air and here we go. Give that one to Keys, goes up almost unopposed. Quinlan roves himself. O'Malley's there, gets the handball up in the air. Barnstorming through there is Crawford, gets a ball off the back of the square to Selkirk. Off, Ryan Stanton says it's go time. Throw this ball in the air and here we go. Give that one to Keys, goes up almost unopposed. Quinlan roves himself. O'Malley's there, gets the handball up in the air. Barnstorming through there is Crawford, gets a ball off the back of the square to Selkirk. Bamboozled now by 18 points. Over to you, David.
They're going to pay for this shooting, Lucas. They've had enough of the football. Haswell from the side, couldn't pick it up. Hawthorn gets a handball out. Michael Ryan gets the hands free, and he's been pinged for holding the ball, I think. Baker's taken it and gone.
Stan getting the ball back to the middle. Keys and Quinlan once again.
Gretz trying to match up here on the left-hand side with Baker, which is a fascinating matchup. They've got to get out of the way too.
Trying to lock him down. Give that one to Keys, looking for O'Brien. O'Malley wears him like a glove, and gets the ball, breaks the tackle. O'Malley gets the ball going forward. Tomlinson looks like he's playing loose down there, back David as well. Keys.
Catalogue full of big brand savings out now. Visit tyrepower.com.au or call 13 21 91 for your local owner operator.
Just like that, perfect timing. Went back to the middle. Done it like a pro, David. Give that one to Keys. Quinlan roves, and he's done that very well today. Does Quinlan gets the ball off the back of the square, picked forward, picked off by Clark there, almost infringed. Could have been 50. Was the right thing. Baker on that occasion. Who does he find? A plethora of players are there. Quinlan gets in, gets the handball out, goes to not his skipper. Intercepted by Keys. A very careful ball by Keys. Finds Ryan. about 47 metres away, out from goal. And Ryan, you'd think he'd go back and have a shot on goal. You know what key forwards are like, Doug.
Six of the last 7, Lucas Holmes. 6 of the last 7 to scoot away to a 31-point lead. Keys, Kelleher, Keys brilliantly down to Delua. Thumps the ball forward. Ryan one out. Oh, Job, I beg your pardon. And a lovely grab by Brant Job. Now, this bloke is technically he's a very good kick.
Just checking I've got my goal kickers.
Job 2, Xander 1, 2, Michael Ryan 1.
Cool.
O'Malley, Haswell, Baker all 2.
Yep.
Singles to Sweetenham, Keach, Crawford and Thompson. Ball back in the centre. Kelleher wins a tap. Marcus DeLua is starting to get some ball at the moment. Tomlinson. What a good tackle that is. And paid. Very rare to see him tackled. And good work. The umpire's coming running from a distance, and he is. 16 minutes gone. Quarter number 3. Pasterfeld Complex. Lucas Holmes, Kendall Clausen, David Redden with you. Black Diamond Cup football wouldn't be dead for quits. Fantastic to be here. Delua really starting to get his hands on the football a lot. One bounce. Great to see the big fella running so well. Driving ball. That ball's gone 85 metres in the tunneling. Just gives it back on the full. Tomlinson not impressed. 16 and 3/4 minutes gone. Off one step. Hits Keys. Lace out. Goes wide. Short 2 to a contest. Oh, that's hurt. Is Dwyer hurt? Yeah, he is. He's just twinged an ankle slightly. Just gives it back on the full. Tomlinson not impressed. 16 and 3/4 minutes gone. Off one step. Hits Keys. Lace out. Goes wide. Short 2 to a contest. Oh, that's hurt. Is Dwyer hurt? Yeah, he is. He's just twinged an ankle slightly. King's got to go. Does brilliantly.
And he's down on his haunches on the furthest possible away to trying to get off.
Yeah, just full. Tomlinson not impressed. 16 and 3/4 minutes gone. Off one step. Hits Keys. Lace out. Goes wide. Short 2 to a contest. Oh, that's hurt. Is Dwyer hurt? Yeah, he is. He's just twinged an ankle slightly. King's got to go. Does brilliantly.
And he's down on his haunches on the...
Looks like you're going to be able to run out. They don't have too many options. So over here, just quietly, Baker's got the bandage on. He looks like he's actually right to go, but I don't think we'll see Blanchfield again. Baker, Anthony. Dwyer's that ankle seems to be okay now on his left. Good pick up low, Vukovic. It's now half-time. North Melbourne up by 22 over the Doggies at Docklands. 31 points of difference here. Lucas.
Tipping's not looking so good so far, David. Anyway, that's another matter. Gratz bursts through. What a tap from Keys. Gratz goes long inside forward 50 looking for Job. Can he get the crumb of the ball? It can. That was Hawthorn that time playing forward. Intercepted, however. Thompson. It's weird because sometimes I see the goals go through the points and you reach for it and it's not there.
Time for me to take some responsibility. Keys, who impresses me as a ruck. I think he's got a lot of promise for a young bloke. Haswell. Well picked up Clark. O'Brien going the wrong way. O'Neill. O'Brien should have been rewarded. Newcastle City would be disappointed there with Haswell having an open run at it. 3 goals Haswell, doubles to Keith, Anthony Baker and Mac O'Malley today for City. Marcus DeLua, who's been outstanding in this quarter. Long ball. Goes back there to Thompson. Couldn't quite take it.
Gibson to go long down the line. No, he's opened it up with that extra room he gets from off the mark. Keith manning it. Goes with a long loopy handball. Goes long. Is that Edwards out there? Campbell. A new player. There's Keys. Keys immediately gets it off to Vukovic. Smart move. Lace out to Ryan. They're opening the guts here, David. Well pointed out. Who is it? Sits under the ball. Does with a long loopy handball. Goes long. Is that Edwards out there? Campbell. A new player. There's Keys. Keys immediately gets it off to Vukovic. Smart move. Lace out to Ryan. They're opening the guts here, David. Well pointed out. Who is it? Sits under the ball. Does well in the end. Does Delaney. Through his first and Newcastle City's 13th goal of the day, David. Distance may test him here, though. Mitch Knight gets awfully close to the man on the mark. In fact, goes over the man on the mark, and it'll be a 50-metre penalty. Reminiscent of Dane Rampy late last night, David.
Yeah, Rampy's had an interesting 7 or 8 days.
He has, hasn't he?
Come on, Maitland. This is good for the league. Maitland down by 18 and Terrigal thumping Gosford. City up by as my sheet nearly goes.
David's sheets nearly goes, not mine, surprisingly.
Yeah, it normally sits in the back up here, but I'm doing a lot of reads today.
And the ball goes back. There's Batten leading O'Brien to the ball. Watling comes off the back. In fact, it was Selkirk. In there is Knight. He's improved in the last quarter or so. Cam, as you said, Cam Keys, Tom Keys, not a problem at all. Watling back in the middle, and possibly the man of the match as well, Anthony Baker at the back, defensive position. Keys, give that one to Keys actually. Knocked out of there by Baker, directly to us. It's coming straight to us. Mitch Knight playing, sweeping at the back. Can he get the ball? He has. You don't see it
he
played
can
very
punch
often.
in a contest. You can punch it as far as you like, as long as it's in a contest. But that wasn't he. Jack Lennon was there.
Yep. That was almost a block, but both players were blocking, so it's been allowed to play on. There's Delore. He's been almost one of the best for Cardiff. Shakes the tackle, shapes to the top of the goal square. Was it touched through by Rawnsley? It was. Cardiff now 5'9". It's a big one. Obviously, very tall but mobile player. And Jones. Singleton struggles to have a sort of that key back matchup for Jones.
Keys to double hand up. Baker gliding through like the prime mover that he really is. Keys to thump this, despite Ryan's attempt. Gets a long ball, holds up.
Thompson with a good tackle. Appealing for in the back, I think, but wasn't paid there by umpire Parsons, and he'll bowl the ball up just to the left side of the centre circles. Keast dumps the ball forward. Does Baker again. Top of the square, no mark. Play on this. Kelleher, he's on his favourite left side. Watch out, Crawford can do anything. Shimmies one way, shimmies the other. Crawford over his...
He'll be gone by tonight by mutual agreement.
There's there. John Barker's could be a candidate to coach down there.
Well, there's actually an article on there earlier on saying that John Lommai is also a candidate.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Very.
You'd think it'd take a fair bit to price him away from the Swans at the moment.
Keys, brilliant left pickup on his bootlaces by Brant Jobe. At the back, there's actually an article on there earlier on saying that John Lommai is also a candidate.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Very.
You'd think it'd take a fair bit to price him away from the Swans at the moment.
Keys, brilliant left pickup on his bootlaces by Brant Jobe. At the back is Lennon. Isaac Hughes. If he's kicked that, he's a freak. That tackle by Sweetnam on Robson was brilliant. That was such a great effort this deep in the game.
Yeah, it was very well done because Robson had been able to get him back, got on the inside of him once already, but Sweetnam butted up for more. He's been good so far.
Batten down the line. Maliach.
Excuse me, Keys. Who's going to come in late here for Newcastle City? Quinlan. Resuming their battle as they have done for most of the day. Quinlan gets back position, but better in the end. Keys butters up for more, gets a Shepherd on as well, which is well done. Then there is Delaney. He's battled hard as well. Gretz on his left. Tumbles the ball inside forward 50. Picked Quinlan. Resuming their battle as they have done for most of the day. Quinlan gets back position, but better in the end. Keys butters up for more, gets a Shepherd on as well, which is well done. Then there is Delaney. He's battled hard as well. Gretz on his left. Tumbles the ball inside forward 50. Picked off. Centre. Gets the ball in the end. Gretz on his left. Chips it out. Here we go. Robson. No, sorry, that was Robson there. Gets a handball receive. Out there is Keys. Runs into. Let's run into, and there's a whistle for holding.
Holding. McDonald, I think.
Thank you, David.
I think he's going to be a very exciting player for years for this footy club. Triffett. Little short chipping ball. Oh, great fly now. Who's the free kick to?
O'Malley. For a block or a push. It's O'Malley's. It'll go straight to him.
Jeez, I didn't see the push. That was right in front of us.
It was a block or a push. The Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, I'd love to go there with you, my friend. That'd be wonderful.
With all the redevelopments that's happened in the last few years.
Kelleher and Keys. Keys that tap out. Haswell onto the ball. It's dangerous. Keys. Vukovic off his right. Good defence. Both players went the punch there, interestingly. Hughes